Hey over there, Joe Lunchbox.
Enjoy nighting out.
And today we've landed right here in Strasburg, Pennsylvania. Now, just like Ralph Wiggum said, he choo-choo chooses you. Well, we choose you to come to the Choo Choo Barn. That's right, a big model train display here in the middle of Amish country. It's going to be fun. Hopefully you like this kind of thing. If you do, you should like this video, subscribe to our channel, comment down below. All that's so appreciated. Much love. It's time to do this. Step it up. Let's go for this ride. Choo Choo Barn. It all began with one train under the Christmas tree. It definitely has grown. See, 22 trains running along 150 hand-built moving figures and scenes. A huge 1,700 square foot model train layout, over 150 animated figures and scenes with 22 operating trains. An impressive hand-built work of art over 50 years. It's hard to believe one family built it all from scratch. No kids here. That's awesome. We love taking you along when we go see some model train sets. I'm excited for this one. See something new every time. Buy an annual pass. Look closely. That's the Choo Choo Barn softball team. And when they say they're animated, you see the figure moving? Just look at the size of this display. It keeps going back and back and back. How closely did you look? Fine details. We actually have a scavenger hunt. The fire scene. 11 different things happen. How many presents are at the sideshow? There's a sideshow. We have a plane flying overhead. All the animated stuff. A train going. My favorite thing about this train display is it's my scale, O scale. We've been onto a lot of HO scale train displays with y'all. Got some construction steamrollers smoothing out the pavement. Since we are in Pennsylvania, one of the main things we always find is Turkey Hill gas stations. And this Turkey Hill gas station, they actually could set the gas prices according to the actual gas prices. Since we came to see a train, we actually have a train. That's a passenger train passing. Push button to operate zoo train. Don't have to tell me. See, the zoo itself has its own little train going around all the animal enclosures. We're at the Train Town Zoo. Right past the giraffes, pulling into the station. When you see how much detail, even the animals are moving back and forth in their enclosures. It's milking time again. See the cows going into the dairy barn to get milk. Now, these animals might not be real, but those animals are. We got goldfish. And that's what I love about train displays. All those weird little twists that are hidden in there to make those towns a little more fun, a little more funky. It is Hanukkah. This building set up their menorah outside. Did you ever know Santa transports his presents by train? Train displays that use actual moving water are so cool. You actually see it going down to the fish pond. It's going to be a traffic jam. There's some road work happening. And the Choo Choo Barn is ever growing. As we stand here, right amongst us, there's a construction crew building a new building. We can see the backhoe digging a hole. Carpenters are laying floors. The Union Pacific train just pulled into the station. You see it's been carrying a lot of coal. Going to help fuel some of those old steam engines. And you really have to take your time here. Like where we first came in, there's a siren going off that wasn't going off before. Things definitely are on timers that not everything's happening all at once. We have a gentleman, we see he's welding his car together. Watch when the torch comes down, you'll see the spark of the welding. Ready, ready, ready? There it is, welding. Ooh, it's turned tonight. All the buildings are illuminated. Did you know those trains that just is going through the tunnel actually comes through to this cavern system? We'll first take a look at the train come through.
Oh, that's cute.
Here comes the Disney-based train. And then as we look up, we see some UV active stalagmites, stalactites. I don't know what the green toxic waste coming into the water is, but I like it, I'll tell you that much. Anything that has black lights, I feel is psychedelic, trippy, man. And the PRR is the Pennsylvania Railroad. Now let's take a second and talk about where we are in Pennsylvania. We're a few miles south of Route 30, which here is the Lincoln Highway, passing through Amish country. There are a lot of cool tourist attractions on Route 30. Iconic, timeless buildings to see. One is a windmill building where you get shoe fly pie. They actually copied that building, like they said on the outside. None of these buildings are made from kits. We're actually looking at Dutch Ape, the building, to get shoe fly pies at. I knew it, they do exist. Bigfoot's hanging out with Santa. Look how it's not only the trains going. There goes a Choo Choo Barn truck. It's their own truck. As the vehicles are actually driving down the Lincoln Highway. Dole Stone and Gravel Incorporated. It looks like that truck just got some gravel. And we got it actually from the rock quarry. We can see the crane picking it up, another backhoe. It picks it up, actually moves it over to the chute. And lowers down what it scooped. There are so many trains here, I don't know where to look. At the Willows restaurant, we have a wedding happening. We see a bride and groom walking out. They probably just finished their reception. And this spot definitely has the best television. Look at the size of that satellite. Switch operator is working, handling all these switches. You see him moving back and forth in his tower. I knew it. No train display is complete without a hobo. Look, he got his little sack on the stick. There's so much to see on this display. I love how many of the people are moving besides just the trains. We're going into nighttime again. We have a little traffic jam. The bikers are going up the hill as this car is trying to turn. As the sun begins to rise, the Amish are already out working, raising a barn. We can see them hammering and nailing, building the roof. It's already been raised, now it's finishing. We also have a big feast getting ready for their lunch break. We see the house that the barn is being made for with laundry hanging out, the windmill blowing. But what's interesting, that house isn't only a model in this display. Tom Graff, who built this, that's a model of an Amish farmhouse. And here's a picture of that house south of Strasburg. Want a bargain? Visit a yard sale. You could visit it right there. Oh, the Hershey truck's passing. It must have just driven south from Hershey, Pennsylvania to get here. Just details from there down to the horse and buggies. Look at the detail. The cherry picker actually is going to move forward to work on the power lines. There it goes. Just north of the Choo Choo Barn is the amusement park, Dutch Wonderland. We actually have a mini Dutch Wonderland. Joy is about to push the button to operate Dutch Wonderland's train. You can see the train going around mini Dutch Wonderland. All the other rides are actually going too. They didn't just put generic rides here. The people sitting in the log, going around in that lake, that is an actual ride at Dutch Wonderland, made in miniature form. This is amazing. Look at the mini ski lift going over the park as the antique cars are going. And the spaceship is rocking back and forth. Do you like taking a nice winter trip out to the cabin, be able to go sledding, or maybe you want to just feel like a kid again and play with your tree house. This kid's smart. He built a pulley system to get his supplies up to the treehouse so he doesn't have to carry them up the ladder. Some kids are fishing in this park. The question I have for all of you, leave a comment down below. Do you think those fishing rods would be able to pick up those fish? Policeman anxiously awaits. He's over here hiding behind the billboard waiting for someone to speed by him so he can give him the ticket. We made our way to the county fair. Scramblers spinning around, so is the Ferris wheel. And I could push the button to operate the kid ride. There goes a little kid's train. Do you like how this display is an O-gauge scale, but to make the little kids trains, they're using smaller gauge model trains to make kids rides at their amusement park. One of Joy's favorite things in this world, if you've been watching our channel for a while, and if not, why haven't you? We almost have 500 videos, but our carousels. So I'm gonna let Joy push the button to turn on the carousel. There it goes. Attention to detail. This carousel isn't only going around a circle. Those horses are going up and down. In the park area, we actually have some kids camping in sleeping bags. You think they're telling ghost stories? I don't know what this clown tower is, but I absolutely love it. And right next to that little fair, we have not just one circus, but 3 circuses. We'll get to them. But first, we have a stubborn donkey that just won't go. You see the guy pulling it? And here comes the circus parade. Send in the clowns. Wow, I've been to a lot of circus, but I've never seen a lion tamer in a moving vehicle. Oh, attention to detail. They have the guy who has to scoop up behind the elephants. They have the guy who has to scoop behind the elephants. In the town behind the circus, we have a military parade marching on. Is that the president? Someone important. All the fun facts what makes this amazing. In 2003, Lionel reproduced the Bouncing Man animation in their historic layout series. And as we zoom in, we see the Bouncing Man. He's balancing a pole, and 2 women are doing acrobats on it. We also have another man on this slack pole sitting on a chair. But Joy's taking photos of my favorite thing in the world. Well, maybe she's taking photos of an elephant. I can't see. Because behind the elephants, we have the circus sideshow. All the acts, the banners are out front. We can see all the acts on the inside. The man in green is throwing knives at the woman attached to the board, the spinning wheel. We have conjoined twins. We have belly dances. This gentleman's taking photos. That has to be the world's smallest sword swallower. I actually do an act swallowing the world's smallest sword, but I'm not the world's smallest sword swallower. Strongman's and even Serpentina. Her beauty calms that beast. Hard to believe, isn't it? All these buildings, none of them are kits. Look at this Ferris wheel. You're like, he must have bought that. No, we actually get to see how everything was made. First the seats, then a 2-part mold is made after one's carved out of wood, a pewter-like metal poured, making all the pieces and making a Ferris wheel. We saw the animal menagerie. We saw the sideshow. Only one thing left to see. The main show. The circus. Oh, and this looks like one of the greatest, smallest shows on earth. We have a 3-wing circus. The acts are so many, they're actually happening outside the circus rings. Look, those seals are spinning balls on their nose, not even in one of the 3 rings. I've been to a lot of circus. I've never seen acro bouncers on a rollabola. Typewriter artists on unicycle. I don't know if this guy's jumping on a trampoline or he just fell from the tightrope. From elephants to clowns to horses to trapeze, every circus act represented, including a crazy clown car. Did you know Frank Sinatra was an avid train collector? These are thank you from Tom received from Frank. We actually have notes Frank Sinatra sent Tom. Some kids playing Little League. Sadly, they wouldn't let this girl play, so she's telling the officer, "Officer, they won't let me play because I'm a girl." I'm not making up the narrative. It's written right there. People just hanging out in the pool as they're getting their property landscaped. When the lights go out, you really can see the businesses light up. We get a good view in the service station of everyone working on the cars. The service station in the display. Here's a picture of the real gas station in Strasburg that Tom modeled the building after. And at Wally's gas station, look at the details put into little stuff like a junkyard hidden behind the gas station. We have a farmer here. See, he just cocks his gun because the groundhog just came up and he's trying to match switch with that groundhog. There's a fire, there's a fire. The fire truck's coming out. Actually steps after the fire truck came. The fireman comes out. The other fireman's getting the hose ready. A next person's coming up, chopping into the roof. We don't just talk about one animations. We're talking about a series. Look at this. I've never seen the attention to detail in this display. They're actually squirting water into where the fire is. You see the fire in the building? So when you leave fireplace unattended. Alright, fire's out. And then the fire truck continues down the way back to its station. In that fire sequence, there was 11 actions that happened. Not just a fire truck pulling up. 11 things. What are you supposed to close doors in our house? Come on! Have some respect! Do you think those hobos are singing on a big rock candy mountain? Maybe. And when you search and I say weird stuff, that hobo has 3 heads. I don't know about that. That don't look good. I think these guys just get running. Got a farm scene. Kid playing with the kite plane, spinning around. Everyone's respectful in this display. No one's cow tipping. I don't see where the fox is, but we definitely have a fox hunt. Dogs are even running across the train bridge. Wait. Joy pointed out. There's the fox. Another attraction here in Strasburg is you could stay at a hotel that's all just cabooses of trains. And here is a replica of that hotel. An animated man here. This man is working on his anvil, being a blacksmith. And if you want to find out how these animations are made that I'm showing you, and how the display's clean, you can go to their website. Have a little water mill spinning. Oh, it's turning into night again. There they go. They're skiing down the mountain. And next to that water mill We get to see some Boy Scouts camping, earning their merit badges. Except this kid, he's not earning merit badges. He's goofing around on a tire swing. This display is so amazing. It is filled with who's-its and what's-its. Because they have the who's-its and what's-its manufacturing company. A billboard for their own display in this display. Ooh, do you think inside that building that's a miniature hobby shop, they sell miniature trains? Always new attractions popping up here at Choo Choo Barn. They're getting the billboards up now. A more modern looking train station. And I know it's modern because it has an escalator. Oh, and it was a bad accident. We had a bad accident here. See it again, the body board out, stretcher, the person crashed into a flagpole. Traffic stop. Do you want to see who the culprit was? It was this silly dog who ran in front of the car. A Choo Choo Barn train. That's cool. It gets cold, even in model train land. That's why they have to chop wood for winter. Hey Fred, do you think we chopped enough wood? I don't think so. We've been chopping it for over 20 years though. I know, but we still need more wood. Wow, really is a lot of construction. A roof's getting applied to this house. The original home of Choo Choo Barn, dedicated in memory of George and Florence Croft. The pink flat roof house. You see it right over there. The mail truck's just coming. The original Choo Choo Barn. And all the regular things. Another fire station. It actually is this town. All the details to all these buildings blow my mind. A fountain with an elephant breathing water. Kids playing basketball. That is some dunk. Concert on the green happening. Everyone's hanging out, listening. Except this one dude. He got bored and fell asleep. Models of all the presidents with Old Glory blowing in the wind. You're like, wait, they actually have a fan here? No fan. It's blowing. You want to know the secret? I think you want to know the secret. There's actually a hole in that flagpole and an air compressor underneath, blowing out that little hole, blowing the flag. Final scenes of construction, and it brings us back to the baseball game. That means we've come to the end. Thanks. We hope to see you again soon. That was so cool. Anytime we have a chance to go to a model train display, I take them. That was fun. I love the fact that all those buildings were made by hand. All started by one train. That was a big display. All the animation, all that. I loved it. Hopefully you liked it too. I think we could call it.
I think so.
Choo Choo Barn. Been there, done that. Remember, folks, safe travels.
Good eats.
And live life.
Why don't you move a little far back? There. Oh, that's too far, but okay. Oh, I see what you were doing. Okay.
Town.
Oh, but that says Choo Choo Barn.
Yeah, but I wanted the
Okay,
whole engine.
so is there any way to now turn sideways?